There were two things which struck me as particularly sinister in Rishi Sunak's speech at the Conservative Party conference. The first was the cancellation of the northern link of the HS2 and what's going to happen to the homes that have been bought under the compulsory purchase orders, the CPOs, and the land which has been grabbed all the way along the route. And the second is his comment about men and women and LGBTQ plus, the trans comment, which again I felt was it was slid in to grab a few votes without very much thought, and I think it's heinous. Anyway, it now turns out that the homes that had been bought can now be bought back. The government is now trying to sell off £600 million of properties that were bought along the now axed part of the HS2 line, and they must apparently offer the original owners the right to buy their homes back before putting them back on the open market. But they are offering the former owners the market value, so they may well now be unaffordable to the original owners. This is outrageous. Many of these people were desperate not to leave, and they would like to return, and they should be able to return to their homes that are not being used by this foul plan, and yet they've got to pay more for what was theirs. It is extraordinary, quite extraordinary. This is a grasping and nasty policy, and it needs to be slapped on the head in the same way as this sort of jumping on the bandwagon of the anti-trans thing needs to be slapped on the head and challenged. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. Well, only insofar as these things are clear to the individual. These things are not always clear to the individual. And confusion and uncertainty are part of life. And change exists, as we see from HS2. Change exists. You may be certain about one thing one day. You may not be certain about another. Grow up, Rishi, and get in line and stop being such a bloody prat.